things?
Yeah, for sure. We all might need inhalers.
Why you say that? What are y'all doing to lead you to?
You know what you need an inhaler for?
Yeah.
That tell you everything you need to know then. What we doing out there?
I know that like the system that the team started with early last year is probably different than what East Low wants to run. But that, to your point, that playing at a fast pace and playing like a heavy, deep rotation to get guys in and out more, is that something that will probably be repeated this year relative to the way it was last year?
I feel like that's a question for coach.
Okay.
I don't know his plan. All I know is speed kills and that stuff. I don't know about nothing about rotation stuff. So.
Who showed up to play training camp? Who impressed you? Is anyone new skills, more fit, playing hard, competing hard?
Everybody. I just feel like all in all we had a good day. It's just not like one person standing out. Like it was a group effort. That was the whole message coming in, making sure we come in together and get our work in and get better today. So.
What's the best way you can get in sync with Jock? Learning a new teammate, and he's probably going to be setting a lot of screens for you.
Reps. It's just reps. It's pretty much it. Obviously, he's been around the league for a while now, and me too. So I don't feel like the communication part would be, a hard thing to do. But obviously, being on court with each other, playing against, guys, and actually repping it out.
Do you feel like the team's done a good job of celebrating the players that do kind of the dirty work, who may not, get to score the way that he might end up playing this year?
I feel like we reward everybody, but the guys who do the things that don't show up in the stat sheet too much. Obviously, it's a lot of respect for them. They help us win the game, but it just don't show up in the stat sheet. So all the little stuff, diving on the floor, all that stuff, definitely you should get rewarded for that.
Ty Jerome said yesterday you did Chris Paul camp together back in college. You guys were in the same draft class. Like, what do you remember about him back then, and what was your scouting report be on sort of him as a player and how he's going to fit in on the team?
Respectfully, the CP3 camp, I don't remember too much of who was hooping. I was just doing my thing, trying to, feed my fam. But as far as the fit, it's definitely perfect. He definitely can be on ball. I can play off ball, or we can flip. It's not too much pressure for me to have to go back and, bring the ball up the floor, get us into a set. So I feel like, we complement each other, and we should be out there, pretty much a lot together.
John, what did day one of training camp in year 7 feel like for you?
Might have been one of the toughest ones for me, but I feel like it was by far probably the best, day one that I've had in my career for sure. Normally you come in, everybody is, just anxious, excited to, have their first day. Everybody just full of energy, but, you might mess up coverages and stuff. But I feel like today we did those things, but we were still locked in. Like guys, was paying attention to everything Coach was saying. We was very attention to detail out there and coverages, plays, position, and all that stuff. So that's a big plus for us.
I know it's only a short time period, but do you enjoy coming here to Nashville, and how important is this stretch here for you and your team?
I mean, it's obviously different. We definitely appreciate, the teams that, host us and allow us to come out here to, have this little week to, prepare for the season. Yeah, it's nice. I like Memphis, though.
What can you guys get out of a week in a different place, in a different environment as you tip off the season?
I think it's just fresh. Like, obviously, guys been putting in work pretty much all summer. Some guys definitely been off-site. Some guys been, rehab or working with the team. So definitely, getting away for a little while and being able to be somewhere else but still do the thing you love is good. So hopefully they enjoy it.
What things do you think need to be replaced with Desmond Bane being gone, and who do you think is going to do the replacing?
What I think need to be replaced?
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, I felt like at first, when he was on our team, there was a lot of disrespect towards Dez from fans and stuff, and then he leave, and then it's a lot of guys like, wow, like that's the same Dez that's been here. But it's definitely gonna be tough. He shoot the hell out of the ball, can dribble, score, really everything. It's gonna be a team effort for sure. Definitely a piece we have to plug in, but I feel like we'll be fine.
Did you watch the rest of the playoffs over the summer after your season ended?
No, not too much.
Ja, with this speed kill system and approach, is there any concern with where you're seeing guys showing up on day one, how it will last through a season and hopefully into the playoffs next spring? Or is this maybe something that can prepare you guys better for next postseason?
To be honest, I feel like, guys took it upon themselves to already, kind of be prepared, for this. Going into our exit meetings for the, the returners, that's on the team again this year. We had, that conversation with Coach, and he told us what to expect, pretty much. So guys was already, prepping to, be prepared for this. And, for the new guys, I'm sure they had the conversation as well. But, from what I've seen when I go in for my, individual days, early on before the day, guys was constantly in there putting in the work. So do I think it can last a whole season? Probably so if we, just keep it up.
The sense we're getting that the offense is built around a lot of screening actions, with the guards and the bigs. Do you have a sense yet, I know it's early in camp, but sort of how Jaren fits into that? More in the action or more like a weak side guy the ball's going to go to? Or
Point forward, I would say. He'd be in the screen, he would get screens. Yeah, it's a lot. He'd definitely be on the wing, post, wherever. I don't think it's nothing he can't do. And lately, we've been around each other because obviously if he's in ball screens now, it's something, he hasn't done before. So he asks questions. And that's what I'm here for.
So used all over the floor?
Say that again?
So used all over the floor, really? Jaren?
I ain't hear nothing you just said.
They're going to use them all over the floor.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Ja, you rocking Murray State, and what are your best memories playing here, the 2 years that you were at Murray State?
Beating Belmont in the championship.
Was that every year?
Every year.
At Municipal Auditorium.
TSU too. Smacked y'all by 40. I wasn't gonna bring that up at first.
So you had some success. You had some success here.
Very. I was gonna wear my rings, but I wasn't doing it. They might kick me out.
They would. They want me here.
Then I get fined for missing training camp. So
Good deal.